This is Red Cube Everything coming at you with another RLAL regular season match. In today's match, we are going to be seeing NMAF going up against TriHard 7. NMAF are coming off their first sweep ever, counting RLSL games last year, and that's definitely going to be something we have to consider. TriHard 7, on the other hand, have been playing very well. They did have some roster changes at the beginning of the year, but it seems as if that's kind of phased by, and all of the players are gelled perfectly, as we have seen TriHard 7 time and time again pull off some very good playmaking style of play and things like that. They're a very attack-focused team. They have great defense, but their attack is just menacing. Probably one of the most flashiest and probably one of the best attacks in the league. NMAF, on the other hand, are a team that would not give up. If they are down 7-1, you better believe that next match they might win by 7-1. But that is something we didn't see last week from NMAF. They actually had their first sweep ever. They've never lost all games in a series. They've always brought back one. So that's definitely a little bit of a turnaround for NMAF. They haven't really experienced that before, and they now are going up against a team that is very, very strong in TriHard 7. So going into this match, I think just the attacking prowess of TriHard 7 is going to overpower the lack of confidence NMAF we are seeing. What do you think, Mango?
Yeah, I'm going to have to agree with you on this one. We've just seen some really good play from TriHard 7, and I don't think NMAF is going to be able to compensate for that. And like you said, I'm going to have to give this one to TriHard 7 too.
All right, guys, so that's going to be it. We will be right back with you guys once the players join the match, and this should be a good one. Can't wait. Here we go. Hello, people of the internet. Sorry for those technical difficulties. I did miss the kickoff. There was just something going on with the game, but we are right back in it. NMAF and TriHard 7 are underway. So it looks like we're seeing TriHard 7 go off to a very first attack here, but Chubby's going to have to get there and clear it out. He does get a clearance, but Eggnog's going to be there on the middle line. Nibba is actually going to be there, and it looks like it's put right back on NMAF's side.
We going? There's a bit of a miss there from TriHard 7, not something we're used to seeing, and just NMAF keeping up the pressure, maybe making this game a bit closer than we speculated it to be.
Yeah, we did see Nibba miss that, but he does recover there and get that touch and keep it up for Eggnog. Eggnog was going to go for the hit, but he's not going to get there in time. Looks like he ran out of boost or misjudged how high that ball was going to go. Chubby's looking to take this ball into the middle and put it onto the right side wall and play that ball into the middle. Wolfie's going to get a good clearance here, but Chubby's going to be right there again to keep that ball on the other side. NMAF are playing a very good game so far, and we're not seeing really TriHard 7 break out yet, but it has only been 1 minute. Chubby, good clearance. Easy's going to get there. He does, but Nibba's also going to get there. The ball's going to be bounced off the backboard, and that could have been a goal, but great defense there from NMAF.
Yeah, like you said, TriHard 7 not really breaking out anything right here. It could be a goal for NMAF, and it is.
That
bounced
is
off the backboard, and then just an easy goal for Vsauce, something we were definitely not expecting.
Yeah, a little bit of a mistake there from Nibba. Could not read that off the backboard. Actually went into the back of his own net, and in the end, it was a goal for NMAF. Great capitalization on mistakes for NMAF, and something we definitely didn't expect to see.
To say before NMAF scored was a bit of back and forth play, and there Eggnog immediately tying the score. And yeah, we're just seeing a bit of back and forth between these two teams.
Something I'm not expecting actually is a lot of these. It looks like they're having some server difficulties. They think we're playing EU, but we are not. I don't know what the problem is, but we should probably figure that out as this match goes on. But as I was saying, we are not seeing the type of playmaking. Oh, I was just about to get commentators cursed there. I was going to say we aren't seeing the type of playmaking we're normally seeing from TriHard 7 because they actually score easy in the match. And we're actually seeing some miscommunications from TriHard 7, and that is not normally what we would see. Like right here, 3 of the TriHard 7 players actually committed to that ball, none of them getting to it, and that's just not what we normally see from them. Definitely some miscommunications there, and not like TriHard 7.
Something I just want to point out, a little bit ironic, but he said TriHard 7 scores easy in the match, as easy on NMAF scored.
Wait, looks like Nibbo's trying to get an attack there, and it's going to be breaking up from Chubby. Once again, Chubby's playing some great defense right now. We did see him play great defense last week, but it still ended up in a sweep. Right now, NMAF are in the lead, and they are definitely not looking to sweep. NMAF are playing very well right now. Or is it TriHard 7 aren't just playing to their top? Nibba's going to go for a shot here. A nice little give and go there from Eggnog to Nibba, but Nibba just did not have enough boost to adapt to that play. But in the end, a great play as it was so with Wolfie up for a shot, but Vsauce is going to be there for a good clearance. Eggnog looking to play this ball into the middle and hoping a TriHard 7 attack comes out of it. But a great demo there from Chubby, and that's going to give numbers for TriHard 7.
Yeah, something I'm just noticing here, TriHard 7 have had a bunch of opportunities to get a really good play going, but they're just not really able to finish, and that could be why they're down by 1 goal here.
Something we are used to with TriHard 7 is they make kind of those risky playmaking plays where you have a couple players commit to the ball. And actually, as I'm saying that, that was a mostly solo goal from Nibba. That is something we really don't see from TriHard 7. They're a lot more playmake oriented, and now they're kind of resorting to their solo skills to be able to win this match. But as I was saying, something that you do see from TriHard 7 a lot is they have that playmaking style of play, and sometimes that can be very risky because you have 3 players on the attacking end, and it'll be easy for a counterattack. But right there, it seems like I cannot get my thought out because TriHard 7 just keep scoring here. Nibba with a great kickoff, bounces against the backboard, and Eggnog is going to get a great read and put it into the back of the net.
A great goal there from Eggnog, and just TriHard 7 in general coming back from a 1-goal deficit to having a 1-goal lead. Maybe a bit of a wake-up call for them, now starting to play a bit more like we're used to seeing.
Yeah, we haven't seen them really pull out their playmaking style yet, but that individual skill has really come out. There is some passes and things like that, but the individual skill kind of wake-up call. All right, guys, let's kind of get this match under our belt, and let's just play. So they definitely had a little bit of a, I guess, hiccup in the beginning of the match, but they're kind of starting to play more like we are used to. Eggnog going up
a lot
for that
more
hit.
pressure. Possible goal there from Eggnog. Good clearance from Vsauce, though. And just TriHard 7 overall being a bit more aggressive here as we see the ball mainly on the blue half.
Easy could get a counterattack develop here. He does play that ball in the middle. Vsauce is going to be there, but he's not going to get a good enough touch to put that on frame. Wolfie, it's going to be a clearance, but it's going to be broken up from Chubby. Miscommunication there for our NMAF as Chubby was going for that ball, and Vsauce ran into it.
Here going from NMAF, like I said before, TriHard 7 being a bit more aggressive, but then NMAF countering that with their aggressiveness and just continuing to bombard orange half with the ball. There, a bit of a double commit and possibly a bump there from NMAF. Now needing to go back onto defense. Oh,
Chubby
never mind. Chubby with the counter attack.
Absolutely huge mistake there from Eggnog. It's not at all what we're used to seeing, and Chubby just completely capitalizes on it. That's a great goal for NMAF, tied with 50 seconds left. Sorry, guys, if I'm being a little distracted. I keep getting these Steam messages, but I will try to focus my energy on the game. Sorry about that.
So, great capitalization there from Chubby. Just a really bad miss hit from, I believe it was Eggnog. And just, we're not used to seeing that. And TriHard 7 definitely not playing like how we're used to seeing, and just NMAF are capitalizing off that.
Wolfie trying to play that ball in the middle, but that's going to be set up perfectly for Vsauce. Another little double commit there, but Nibba handles it well. Eggnog is going to be back in net. He does not have a lot of boost, or does he? I did not actually get to see it that well. I think he might have had enough boost to get there, which he did. And now it looks like the attack is going to be going for TriHard 7 as they are on the blue team's half. Wolfie sets up Nibba for the pass in the middle, and Nibba doesn't have boost, but he does get a play out of that. Great play from Nibba there. Just did not have boost, but still gets the play. Looks like NMAF Vsauce is going to go for a late goal here, but this looks like it's going to be sent to overtime. Unless something does happen here, nothing does. On to overtime.
Just something I'm noticing here, kind of back and forth play between both teams. Possibly it's NMAF, or I mean, sorry, TriHard 7 not playing like we're used to, but just NMAF really playing good Rocket League here.
Like, it's going to be a dangerous ball there, and that's going to be an easy goal for Wolfie. A little bit of a mistake there from NMAF on the defensive side. Easy and Vsauce both commit to that, putting Chubby in a very dangerous position. Did not have a lot of boost to get to that ball. And in the end, it's an easy goal for Wolfie, which it kind of sucks to see that because they were playing such a great game that I really did not want to see that. They were playing
Bit of a commentator's curse there for me, as I say how good of NMAF's play been. They double commit and both miss, and then that leads to the loss in the game.
Yeah, it really sucks to see a team like that go down like that because they were playing so well, and then that happened. But on to the next match. It looks like NMAF have put up a much better fight than we were expecting. And if they want to stay in this match, which I think they will, they definitely want to get out early here and kind of play more of a aggressive play style, but also not being too aggressive like we saw last match and double committing to balls that they shouldn't be double committing to. But on to the next match. Let's see what happens.
Kickoff goes in NMAF's favor, but quickly returned by Niba, and that is a goal straight off the ceiling. Great return, and just NMAF are not really able to handle it.
That was a great little kickoff for NMAF in NMAF's favor. Basically expecting an NMAF attack, but Niba says no and just gets a great shot off right at the beginning of the match, completely contradicting what NMAF wanted to do. They needed to get out early, and now we see TriHard 7 get out early. We're definitely starting to see TriHard 7 kind of play what we're used to being seeing play. If that sentence made any sense, but I think it did.
Ball's in a bit of a dangerous position there for NMAF. Definitely want to pick up their game here, start getting better hits as the ball was looming right in front of their nets. They get the clear out though, but Eggnog with the air dribble over 2 defenders and in. Great play from Eggnog.
That is something we will see from TriHard 7 time and time again. Just the very skilled, flashy plays, air dribble over 2 players and puts it into the top bins of the net. Great play from TriHard 7, and we're really starting to see TriHard 7 get that attacking prowess developed.
NMAF definitely want to be a bit more aggressive here, as that's just they're a bit more defensive play. This game has not really helped them, and they're down 2 goals with only 40 seconds into the game.
That is something we have noticed from NMAF even in RLSL. They go out, they try to get out early, and then they play more of a Barcelona play style. Kind of sit back, play possession, and wait. And right now that's not working because they are down once again. That's a huge mistake there from NMAF. Actually, no, it was Wolfie actually who hit that. My fault. I thought NMAF hit that into their own net, but in the end it was Wolfie. But as I was saying, NMAF are a team that kind of plays more of a laid-back style of play, and right now that's not going to work against a team as aggressive as TriHard 7. So NMAF definitely have to adapt here.
Flicks it over 1. Could he finish it? No, he rotates back. I don't think he had boost there. And NMAF with the counter attack. Great pass off the wall. Possibly could lead to a goal for NMAF.
Oh, great defense there.
Great save for TriHard 7.
TriHard 7, yes. Nibba, that's great defense. Nibba has been playing great off-the-wall defense right now. That's 2 saves and 2 breakups of attack we've seen in the past, like 30 seconds. Wolfie looking to play that ball in the middle, but he's not going to have enough boost. But Eggnog's going to get the shot off, and Wolfie will get the shot off as well, but they cannot finish it. Something we've seen from TriHard 7 actually today as well is they get to that last step, but sometimes they aren't able to finish that last step.
Definitely seeing a bit more escalated level of play from TriHard 7 compared to Game 1, as they're just getting better hits, being a bit more aggressive, and able to control NMAF, excuse me.
Yeah, now at this point in the match, last game, we saw NMAF actually up to a lead, and now NMAF are being held scoreless, so we can definitely see that TriHard 7 have adapted to their playstyle and are figuring out perfect counters for it, as they haven't scored, and it seems the whole game is really in TriHard 7's favor.
Yeah, TriHard 7 just continuing to hit the ball off the backboard, waiting for something to happen, and just controlling the ball and keeping and maintaining possession on NMAF's half, something that NMAF definitely doesn't want, and they just need to get a bit more aggressive here, get some goals.
Yeah, we've seen it time and time again. The team that just keeps that high pressure up on the offensive attack is definitely the team that will be getting those goals. You might see a lot of good saves and things like that, but then it's going to force players into dangerous positions to make another save, and you can't always make miracles happen twice. Like they said, lightning can't strike the same place twice. I don't know if that's necessarily true, but you know what I mean in this context.
TriHard 7 just maintaining that pressure. Cheeky angle from Eggnog and just getting the easy goal there, as NMAF's defense was just not prepared for that shot.
That was a great little block there from Nibba to just keep that ball on that side. That high pressure has really just led to a lot of the goals for TriHard 7. We even see it in the games past and other teams playing. High pressure equals goals, time and time again. And TriHard 7 are probably one of the best teams at keeping that high pressure up, while also getting some playmaking styles of play developed and ready to go.
NMAF, with only 1:40 left, definitely need to start doing something if they want to stay in this game, as time is the main factor here, and they're just not going to have enough time to even tie the game.
looking at the shots for NMAF, they have only had one. That is not going to cut it for them, especially going up against a team like TriHard 7 who's so good at defense. It's just, if you're only getting one shot off and only making one attack happen, there's definitely something you have to fix. You got to be more aggressive. You got to do something, because one shot is not going to be anything for TriHard 7.
Definitely 1 minute left. It seems to be that TriHard 7 are just controlling the possession, not letting NMAF do anything. As time winds down, I'm pretty sure that TriHard 7 will be taking game 2.
But we have seen NMAF time and time again. They do go down early in matches, and then they bring it back a lot later in matches. So something we didn't see them from last week is that was their first sweep. But as I say, that TriHard 7, I think, does put the nail in the coffin there. But as I was saying, NMAF are a team that really don't go out without a fight. They only had their first sweep last week. And if I was NMAF right now, I'm definitely trying my hardest to not get swept again. That is something I do not want to do, and I do not want to see. But right now, it does look as if TriHard 7 have a lot of the momentum, and it's going to be a huge task for NMAF to come back in this next game and score a couple goals.
Definitely what NMAF is probably doing right now, just trying to figure out what to do better in game 3, as they just do not have enough time in this game to try to tie it with 30 seconds left, and just the level of play at TriHard 7. It's just not going to happen.
Sometimes I think what a team should do, this is from a Rainbow Six Siege perspective, is when a team is down by a lot and you still have a lot of time in the match, you almost play, the team that's down should just play a more laid-back style of play and just kind of take a moment to talk about what is happening, what is wrong, and then try to fix it there and then, because you will not have that amount of time in the between matches. You'll have at most a minute between matches to talk about it, and sometimes when you're down that much, it takes the strongest player to just stop for a second and say, okay, let's fix what we're doing now, and just kind of almost forfeit this match in a sense, which could work. It works in Rainbow Six a lot, but in Rocket League, I've never really seen it happen, and it could possibly work for NMAF here. But on to the server switch. We'll be right back with you guys once that happens. All right, here we go. The players have just joined the match, and the match will be underway. NMAF do have to get out early here if they want to stay in this match, but we've seen it time and time again. NMAF are a team that really does not give up, so I'm expecting a good match here in the end.
Definitely. We see a bit of a car change for Chubby Hamster. Maybe we could see a bit better play from that. Who knows? Probably just trying to figure out something. Didn't play as well in the last 2 games. Switch up his car. Could see whole new play from him.
And it is something you see players do. Sometimes it's not necessarily just the hitbox of the car or how the car works, but sometimes it's just a mental game. Sometimes you change your car and you're like, okay, maybe it was the car that was messing me up, and it's just a mental game that will sometimes actually benefit you considerably in a match, but might happen here for NMAF, might not, we shall see.
Like we said last game, NMAF definitely needed to be a bit more aggressive on the ball, and that's exactly what they seem to have switched up, as seen a bit more aggressive play, but even a better play from TriHard 7 with Wolfie scoring there. Just a great counterattack.
Yeah, unlucky there from NMAF. It's sometimes that aggression, if that aggression is too high, then sometimes it's easy goals for the other team, but it is good to see that NMAF are putting a lot more aggression in their play, because that is a good answer for the style of TriHard 7, but they just got to perfect it, and then maybe they can get a couple goals out of it.
Right now, a minute in, definitely better play from NMAF, as at this point in the match, I think they were down by 2 or 3. It's only 1 now, and just being a bit more aggressive could definitely see a closer game here.
All right, we are seeing NMAF they are playing a little bit more on TriHard 7's side, which is good to see, but they're not really developing an attack out of it, as Vsauce does miss that. That's going to put his team in a dangerous position, and they're going to have a lack of numbers on the defense. Chubby Hamster does miss that, but Easy is going to be there. Good play from Easy though, but Vsauce just kind of almost sets it up perfectly for Wolfie, and Easy and Vsauce are in the same position, and forces Chubby Hamster into a very dangerous spot. Lots was happening right there, and I just could not keep up, but in the end, great save from NMAF, but they're just letting that pressure build up, and that's a recipe for disaster against TriHard 7.
There's a pattern I'm noticing. NMAF definitely want to start hitting their shots more and hitting them much harder, as in that situation there, their clears were just not going far enough, just going right into the middle weakly, and TriHard 7 was able to get another shot off, and that's definitely not what they want happening here.
Something we have seen from teams that are very skilled, like Triple Crown and TriHard 7, is all of their clearances, they have meaning and they have a lot of oomph on them. They just go far and they have a purpose. And sometimes when teams aren't having that much of purpose in their clearances and not getting enough power on them, that's really just a huge development of attack for the other team, because that ball is just staying on the other team's side and just lets that pressure build up, which is something that's they really need to fix. NMAF has to right now.
Closer game here than game 2. Only 1 goal deficit. A lot of time left for NMAF to do this, so if they just keep up their defense and just get a good play going, they can definitely take this game.
Yeah, if NMAF just kind of get a nice aggressive play and just some type of counterattack, we could definitely see NMAF do something here. Great save there from Chubby Hamster. But is it going to set up an attack here? It might. Vsauce is in the middle, but Nibble is going to be there for a good clearance. Nibble has been playing some great defense today, off-the-wall saves and things like that. And NMAF are still in this, but a lot of the momentum is leaning towards TriHard 7, as they did just get another goal. Unfortunate for NMAF. They were developing a lot of attack there, but TriHard 7 almost with ease just come right back and put it into net.
Bit of a miss hit from, I'm not sure who it was, I think it may have been Vsauce. Tried to go for the clearance, ended up missing. The ball was just floating in front of their net, which gave TriHard 7 an easy goal there. Definitely need to get their saves much better if they want to stay in this year.
That is something we don't see from Vsauce a lot. We saw it in RLSL. He's normally a very consistent player, and right now he's been playing a little bit, I guess, shy, you could say. He's been a little bit off of it right now, and that's definitely going to be detrimental to the team, as he is a key part of their team. He's been with NMAF since RLSL. There has been some roster changes for NMAF, but he's the one that has stayed the same.
Yeah, definitely 1 minute here for NMAF. Do or die at this point. They need 2 goals to tie it. That 3, as that is a goal for TriHard 7.
And that's something we have seen time and time again. A great counterattack will lead to a good goal. Lots of aggressiveness from NMAF is good, but it has to be controlled, because if it's not controlled, plays like that happen, where there is just basically easy goals for the other team because nobody's really on that defensive end.
Loss of momentum here for NMAF as they're down by 3. No goals left. No goals scored. I don't think they've scored since game 1.
They have not.
They kind of have to do something here.
Something that is very interesting is NMAF are going to be, if they lose here, there is still a chance, but it is almost a nail in the coffin here. But something we haven't seen from them is NMAF are a team that never really swept. They never get swept, and it's just, we're seeing 2 weeks in a row they've been swept, and there's definitely something they have to fix. Like we said time and time again, hindsight is 20/20. They need to look back at this match, figure out what is wrong, because they're definitely not playing like the NMAF we're used to. NMAF's a team that just never gives up, but right now it seems as almost, even if they gave up, it wouldn't look too much different because they're just struggling a little bit.
Time here is the nail in the coffin. TriHard 7 with the sweep. And just great play from both teams, with TriHard 7 just played much better and were able to sweep them.
If TriHard 7, when looking at TriHard 7 there, they are just such a great team that there's just not much you can do. They're just a team that, in the beginning of the match, you saw NMAF, they were in it. They were very close to winning it. It was a 3-3. I think it was sent to overtime, correct? Yes, I think it was. It was sent to overtime.
Game 1.
And NMAF were really in that match, but then TriHard 7 took a second, completely adapted, almost in the overtime, got a quick goal, and then it was just all TriHard 7 from there. And that's just great play from TriHard 7 overall. And NMAF, when looking back at this match, they just have to figure out how to get that attack developing, because there was almost 0 of it. Looking at the stats just now, there's only 1 shot. Once again, that's 2 times in a row we've only seen 1 shot for NMAF, and that's just not good at all.
And just comparing that to TriHard 7, they had 6 shots in that last game, so that's just shows the aggression of TriHard 7 and how little of it NMAF had.
Well, that's going to be it then. We will be on to the post-game interview, and we will be with TriHard 7 once again. Good games from both teams, but TriHard 7 in the end come out with the win. Great play from both teams. Thanks, guys, for watching. Hello, people of the internet. This is RedCube Everything coming at you with the post-game interview of the NMAF versus TriHard 7 match. We are here with the winners, TriHard 7. First question, going into that match, you guys, the first game was taken to overtime. Was that just because you guys weren't warmed up, or were there some just mistakes or unexpected things NMAF was doing?
So honestly, me, Nibba, and Wolfie don't really play together, only like for this league, and also we haven't played like at all this week, so it's probably like that. So we weren't that warmed up, but we still got the win the first game.
And last time I played was like Monday, or even before that.
Oh, wow. All right, so the next question I have is, this match you guys we didn't see as much. We saw a lot of playmaking from you guys, but it was almost like that last step you guys couldn't finish off of great playmaking plays. Is that something you guys are definitely going to work on?
For sure.
Lag. There was a lot of lag on every fucking service. Yeah. like 150 ping, and the two first ones were pretty bad.
All right. But that's going to be all my questions. What about Mango?
I'm gonna be honest here. You kind of stole both my questions that I was gonna ask, but you're trying to make me come up with something on the spot here.
All
What's
right.
the kind of like? I don't know anything. Yeah. go
Okay,
ahead.
all right. That's going to be it then, guys.
Okay.
Just two quick questions for you guys since we're sticking around. Really appreciate it. Great win out there. I will see you guys next week.
About to beat my meat. About to beat my meat.